money. But it all goes back to us not necessarily being in a position to hold ourselves up. We're like a chair with one leg right now, and we don't know what we need to do to balance ourselves out and to get on our feet. Well, we know what to do, we're just not doing it. We know what to do, we're just not doing it. And that's ownership. Creating our own, building our own out the gate. Creating our own, building our own, and supporting our own. Creating our own, building our own, supporting our own. Creating our own, building our own, supporting our own. Creating our own, building our own, supporting our own. That's what we should be doing. That leads to black self-actualization. And it's about time for us to self-actualize. I do not like the situation that is at hand, but we do need to be in a better position to own our own paths, because racism is at hand and racism is playing a part in this. But you're also playing, we're playing in the racist playgrounds and then are being mad when racism happens. But we are still dwelling within the racist playgrounds. One, due to decisions in the past, especially to the decision to integrate into white America. But we did more than integrate. The integration was the surface. It was the film on the surface, the disguise. We basically said white ice is colder. We assimilated. We assimilated into white culture. And now we're trying to duplicate white culture. But in the process of the assimilation and duplication, we just threw away our businesses. We just gave up ownership. And within a couple generations, we went from owning a whole bunch of stuff to owning barely nothing. That's one of our biggest issues. We're still suffering from the effects of integration. Giving up your power. Giving up your leverage. Ownership. Everybody understands that you have to have ownership except us. We're the only ones who feel like ownership is a burden. No, depending on somebody else to help you out, to help you get to where you need to go, or even for validation or whatever. Depending, and especially depending on your enemy, depending on white people that we know don't like us. It's not a good position to be in. And I hate for not just Monique, but for all of us to be in the positions where we feel like we need white people. We need to be in more independent positions. If Tariq Nasheed can create what he created with Hidden Colors, I'm sure Monique and others can create things. Tyler Perry was even able to create something for himself, even though I don't agree with a lot of stuff that he put out. But we've seen the platforms be created. So let's continue to do that. Let's continue to create them. But once they are created, we must support. And if we don't support, and if we don't create, we're going to be stuck complaining. And that's a sad place to be in. We're about empowerment, uplifting, and changing our situation. And if we're not continuously about that 24/7, 365, then we ain't really serious about our liberation. So Monique, I'm not going to lie, I don't agree with the whole situation, with everything that you're saying across the board, but I do agree that you got tried and lowballed, and I think we need to start our own everything. That's all I got to say about that. Peace out.